Hey, for Niners faithful, we're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco. For Niners, before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to For Niners Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The NFL world is buzzing with what could be the most shocking trade of the decade: Aaron Donald, the defensive juggernaut and face of the Los Angeles Rams defense, might be on his way to the San Francisco 49ers. Rumors are swirling fast and furious, igniting debates across social media and sports talk shows about the seismic impact such a move would have. Donald, known for his unmatched dominance on the defensive line and multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards, has long been synonymous with the Rams, anchoring a defense that played a pivotal role in their Super Bowl 56 victory. Yet whispers from inside league circles suggest that the Rams and 49ers are deep in negotiations over a blockbuster trade that could redefine the NFC West rivalry. This potential deal is already being labeled historic, given Donald's stature in the league and the sheer audacity of a player of his caliber switching to a divisional rival. Speculation is rampant about the logistics of the deal, what kind of draft capital or players would be exchanged, and how this affects both teams' strategic outlooks for the next few years. Experts are debating whether this move signals a shift in power dynamics, with the 49ers possibly emerging as the new dominant force. Fans from both sides are nervously awaiting official confirmation, while the NFL landscape braces for the fallout. Sources close to the matter have hinted that the trade talks began months ago, initially under the radar, but have gained momentum in recent weeks. The 49ers, with their storied defensive tradition and need for an elite interior pass rusher, seem like a perfect fit for Donald's relentless style. Adding Donald to a defense already loaded with talent could push San Francisco back into Super Bowl contention, intensifying their rivalry with the Rams. On the Rams side, the motivation for moving Donald remains murky. Some insiders suggest salary cap constraints or a strategic rebuild may be driving factors. Yet, parting with a player of Donald's stature would be unprecedented, raising questions about how the Rams intend to compensate for the loss. The trade, if it goes through, could reshape the identity of both teams, with Donald bringing not only his physical dominance, but also veteran leadership to the 49ers locker room. Analysts are also speculating about the emotional and psychological impact on the players involved, especially since divisional rivalries in the NFL are among the fiercest. The move could add an extra layer of drama and intensity to every Rams 49ers matchup for years to come, making what was already a heated rivalry nearly unwatchable for opposing fans. Interestingly, this potential trade has sparked debate about Aaron Donald's legacy and career trajectory. The 30-year-old defensive tackle has been the gold standard for interior defensive play throughout his career, redefining what it means to be disruptive against quarterbacks and offensive lines. Leaving the Rams, the team that drafted him in 2014 and where he blossomed into a generational talent, might be seen as a gamble by some fans and pundits. However, rumors suggest Donald himself might be intrigued by the opportunity to join the 49ers and compete in a different environment, possibly chasing more team success or a fresh challenge. The 49ers, known for their robust defense and strategic coaching, could provide the perfect platform for Donald to cement his status as arguably the greatest defensive player of this generation. Speculation is rife that Donald's motivation might go beyond the usual contract and financial incentives, perhaps a desire to leave a lasting mark on another franchise, or even a better chance to win multiple championships. This development, if confirmed, might also impact future contract negotiations across the league, as players of Donald's caliber wield increasing leverage. Meanwhile, sports media outlets are already speculating on the fallout from this trade, wondering how it might alter the narrative surrounding the Rams and 49ers for years to come. The trade rumor has sent shockwaves through fan communities, with Rams supporters expressing disbelief and 49ers fans cautiously optimistic. Social media platforms are flooded with mixed reactions, ranging from heartfelt tributes to Donald's impact on Los Angeles to hopeful speculation about how he might fit into San Francisco's defensive schemes. The cultural and emotional weight of the trade cannot be understated. Donald has been a beloved figure in the Rams community, not just for his on-field exploits, but also for his leadership and professionalism. The prospect of seeing him in a 49ers jersey evokes a sense of betrayal for some Rams fans, while others acknowledge the business nature of the NFL. For Niners fans, The possibility of acquiring a player of Donald's caliber is like a dream scenario, raising expectations for a return to glory. Analysts are already projecting how the 49ers might tweak their defense to maximize Donald's strengths, envisioning a more aggressive and dominant unit. This buzz has also led to comparisons with other monumental trades in NFL history, with many saying this could be the defining move of this offseason. The intensity of this buzz means every practice, interview, and press conference will be scrutinized for hints of confirmation or denial, keeping the NFL community on edge. The potential swap also opens up fascinating tactical questions about how both teams will adjust their rosters. The 49ers, known for their defensive line rotation and multiple pass rushing threats, might create a new defensive identity with Donald anchoring the middle. This could elevate not only their defense, but also provide more opportunities for edge rushers and linebackers to thrive. Conversely, the Rams may be looking at a major overhaul, possibly focusing on acquiring young talent or draft picks to offset Donald's departure. This could mean the Rams might be entering a rebuild phase earlier than expected, which would surprise many considering their recent Super Bowl win. The rumor mill is buzzing with possible players involved in the trade or compensation packages names that could help the Rams shore up other weaknesses or add depth. Coaches from both sides are likely strategizing intensely to understand how best to utilize Donald's skill set or adapt their schemes. Post-trade, the ripple effect could also impact other NFC teams, who will have to recalibrate their game plans against these revamped defenses. As analysts dissect film and speculate on the chess moves behind the scenes, one thing is clear: this is more than just a player trade. It's a potential game changer for the entire division, and possibly the NFL at large. Beyond the football tactics and fan reactions, the financial implications of this rumored trade are a hot topic. Aaron Donald's contract is one of the richest in the league, reflecting his superstar status and market value. Moving him to the 49ers would require intricate cap management and possibly restructuring existing deals. Some insiders suggest the Rams might be offloading Donald partly due to looming salary cap pressures, aiming to maintain flexibility in the offseason. The 49ers, meanwhile, would have to make significant financial adjustments to fit Donald's contract while preserving enough cap space to retain other key players. This balancing act could trigger a domino effect of roster moves, contract renegotiations, or even more trades. Agents and front offices across the league are reportedly watching closely, understanding that a trade of this magnitude could influence future player valuations and contract strategies. For Donald, the financial package is likely a key factor, but rumors indicate that his decision might hinge more on competitive aspiration and team culture. This intertwining of finance and sport adds another layer of complexity and intrigue to the ongoing saga, making the story as much about business as it is about football greatness. The anticipation builds as insiders continue to leak tidbits about the potential deal structure and timing. The timing of this trade rumor is particularly intriguing, as it comes amid a period of uncertainty for both franchises. The Rams are coming off a season that raised questions about their long-term competitiveness, despite recent success, and the 49ers are eager to capitalize on their young core and coaching staff. This could be a calculated move by the 49ers front office, which has a reputation for bold decisions aimed at immediate impact. The rumor suggests that both teams are weighing the short-term pain versus long-term gain, with the Rams potentially sacrificing star power for future assets, and the 49ers betting on a win-now mentality. The emotional and psychological dimensions of such a trade cannot be ignored. Either players will have to adjust to new environments and expectations, and coaching staffs will need to manage team dynamics carefully. Media coverage is intensifying as reporters chase every lead, and fan forums are filled with speculation about how this move could affect playoff landscapes. The rumor, if true, represents a daring gamble by both organizations, reflecting the high stakes and fierce competition that define the NFL's elite teams. As the offseason progresses, this story will dominate headlines and possibly shift the balance of power in the league. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Adding to the excitement and suspense, insiders have revealed that the negotiations have involved multiple back-and-forth discussions, with both sides reluctant to give ground easily. The Rams reportedly want a substantial package in return for Donald, possibly including multiple high draft picks and key players, while the 49ers are trying to balance the value they give up with the immediate boost Donald would provide. This tug-of-war is typical of blockbuster trades, but the high-profile nature of Donald makes it especially delicate. Sources suggest that the trade talks have been conducted with utmost confidentiality to avoid disrupting team chemistry or causing unrest among fans. Yet, the rumor leaks continue to pour in, suggesting that an agreement might be near. Analysts are dissecting every public comment from team executives and players for clues. Trying to read between the lines, the potential trade is already being called a defining moment in NFL trade history, possibly setting new precedents for how elite defensive players are valued and moved. The tension is palpable as everyone awaits an official announcement, with the possibility that this deal could reshape not only the teams involved, but also the entire league ecosystem. From a historical perspective, this potential move would be unprecedented in the modern NFL era. Aaron Donald has been the cornerstone of the Rams' defense for over a decade, earning multiple All-Pro selections and changing the game with his unique blend of power, speed, and technique, leaving a franchise where he's been the face of defense and a fan favorite for a divisional rival is almost unheard of. Past examples of star players switching between fierce rivals have often ended in dramatic storylines and heightened tensions, and this could be no different. Fans and commentators are already drawing parallels with other historic NFL trades and free agency moves, considering how Donald's departure could symbolize a new era. The narrative around loyalty, team identity, and the business side of football is sure to evolve, sparked by this rumor. Moreover, it might influence future player movement trends, as stars weigh their options differently in a highly competitive league. This potential trade is more than just a roster change. It's a cultural moment for the NFL and its passionate fan base. The anticipation of what comes next is building, promising plenty of drama and excitement. Rumors also suggest that the personal dynamics between Donald and the Rams front office might have played a role in pushing this trade forward. While the defensive tackle has always been professional and committed, insiders hint at some tension behind the scenes, perhaps over contract talks, team direction, or management decisions. Such factors often remain private, but they can influence trade decisions profoundly. The possibility that Donald himself requested a change of scenery adds a new twist to the story, indicating his desire for a fresh start or a new challenge. For the 49ers, this makes the acquisition even more appealing, as it could bring a motivated and hungry player into their ranks. The human element in this rumor is significant, reminding fans that football is not just about statistics and strategy, but also relationships and emotions. If the trade happens, it will be fascinating to see how Donald adjusts personally and professionally to his new team, and how his presence impacts the locker room culture. The narrative of a superstar seeking new horizons fits perfectly into the drama unfolding in the NFL. Finally, the wider implications of this rumored trade reach beyond just the two teams involved. Should Donald move to the 49ers, it would undoubtedly influence the entire NFC playoff picture, intensifying competition in the conference. Other teams might have to reconsider their roster strategies and defensive plans to counter the new threat. The ripple effects could extend into future drafts, free agency, and even coaching hires as franchises attempt to keep pace. Furthermore, this rumor shines a spotlight on how NFL teams manage superstar players and the delicate balance between loyalty, performance, and financial constraints. Fans and analysts alike are eagerly awaiting further developments, understanding that whatever happens, the league's landscape could look very different in the near future. The intrigue surrounding Aaron Donald's possible trade is a captivating saga, blending high stakes, star power, and the unpredictable nature of professional sports. As the offseason unfolds, the NFL community remains on edge, watching this story with bated breath, knowing that history might be in the making. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.